But let's get your fundamental view on the markets and the kind of stupendous rise that we're seeing in today's session. We've got Vinay Khattar, Head Research at Edelweiss Financial Services, who now joins in on the show. Well, great to have you with us, and just wanted to know, Vinay, what your view is given the reaction and your reaction particularly to the all-time high that we've seen. Do you think that from the current levels that we're sitting at, there is more to go in terms of traction?
Hi, good afternoon. Our sense is that yes, the trend is upward and probably it will continue going forward. Now, there are two or three big things which are playing out here. One is, of course, yesterday's election results. A 4-0 tally for BJP and the kind of decimation that you saw for the Congress is giving far more comfort to the market that the probability of a BJP-led government and NDA-led government will come in towards middle of next year. And more the probability and the more the positivity that keeps on getting built up in the market, especially on the back of what Mr. Modi has been able to do in Gujarat. Second factor which is playing out quite big is what's happening in US and Europe, where there is a clear improvement in economy. There is a demand pickup which is happening, and the macro for both the continents, the Northern America, United States and Europe appears to be becoming better. Aided with what's happened on rupee in terms of rupee depreciation that got played out last few months in a modest bit of recovery. Now what you have seen, the export dominated industries could do quite well. So the macro both on the domestic as well as on the international side appears to be improving, and that is what is going to pull the market up going forward.
So apart from that theme, do you think that when it comes to some of the defensive names, the pharmaceutical stocks, FMCG, which haven't really participated in this rally as compared to some of the rate sensitives, that some of these stocks will continue to hold the value and potential that they did?
So speaking about FMCG and pharmaceuticals in specific, now pharmaceutical is an export dominated industry, so a lot of companies which have exposure to US and Europe should continue to do well. We've already seen quite a significant participation from pharma over last couple of years. Last few days the participation has definitely been less because of the rate sensitives and cyclicals which are beginning to pick up. So there is a sector rotation which is playing out clearly. And pharma will continue to show traction as and when the export dominated rally keeps on playing out along with IT. FMCG, our sense is a different bet altogether. FMCG has been very good bets over last few years, but with what's happening, very high inflation and a clear consumption slow tick which is playing out, FMCG as a sector could underperform, especially given the valuations.
I want to talk about some specific names now. Vinay, there are a lot of people who would have gone long on a Larsen, on a Tata Steel, and some of these beaten down index names, and they have rallied quite a bit along with the market from 5200 to 6350 or 6400 currently. What would your advice be to people who've already made some money in these stocks? Still stay long because the market may still move higher and these are quality stocks, or may make sense to maybe take some part profits off the table because we are trading at the higher end of the range or trading at all-time highs?
So two or three broad factors that one should look at while one is in the equity market. One, is it the time to be long on equities? Our sense is yes. Clearly one should be overweight on equity, and a lot of investors have not participated in this rally. A lot of people have been on the sideline. So should you start increasing your exposure to equities? Yes. Second, if you were to play out on the rate sensitives, then these are the names which will keep on getting propped up. And number of these stocks have either got decimated in last 4 to 5 years, the likes of Tata Steel and or others like Larsen and Toubro, which have not gone nowhere. Now, if you look at a specific like a Tata Steel, you see a clear improvement in performance in Chorus, which provides a very large volume and a top line to Tata Steel, but practically nothing on at the EBITDA level or at the bottom line. Now, with improvement in Europe and Chorus showing better set of numbers, could you see significant uptick in performance in Tata Steel? Yes. If Chorus continues to do well, Tata Steel could trade at much higher levels than where it is today. Coming to Larsen & Toubro, if you were to pay the best stock in a cyclical industry like capital goods, the idea would eventually come to rest on Larsen. And with the kind of with the set of things that the company is trying to do, you see a lot of traction which is already happening on the order book, which could pick up if the new government comes in and this policy indifference would go away. The valuations at which these stocks are available are attractive, and one could maintain long into these ones with a 1 to 2 year view clearly.
Vinay, when it comes to the banking space as a whole, there's been quite a few temptations abuzz when it comes to the election impact, the overall economic pickup, as well as the fact that a lot of experts are talking about how now the worst is over in the banking sector. Do you think that there are opportunities where there are stocks with moderate valuations that could see more potential upside going forward?
Surely, our views are aligned to this thought. We believe that the potential in the banking system could be significantly higher. Let's look at what's been playing out in last 2 years. In last couple of years, you've had banks, especially the public sector banks, underperforming in a very significant manner. You've had huge NPAs building up. You've had rate cycle which has been against you. Banks on the public sector sides have been undercapitalized, so there was a need for capital. Now, certain degree of capital infusion has happened now in last few months. The rate cycle appears to be trending down. The probability that it will trend down versus trending up is more towards trending down, which could then automatically provide tailwinds to the banking side. Now, private sector banks, because of their quality niche and very well maintained gross NPAs, had been able to do far better than the public sector banks. So in this rally, the banks which could participate far more could be on the public sector side. One private sector name which is again we believe quite undervalued and could be an attractive bit is the ICICI Bank, where you see distinct improvement in performance, and company is very focused on to creating a model which will generate far higher profits and good growth, and ICICI Bank appears to be clearly an undervalued bet, and one could go long on that with a 1 to 2 year perspective.
Okay, so before we thank you, Vinay, I know we spoke about a lot of sectors, but leave aside the large caps. You mentioned it's time to go long on equities. If you had to bet on one mid-cap idea, one out of the many that you would have on your mind, which one would it be?
I would pick Motherson Sumi. I have stated this on your channel earlier also. The stock at that particular point was trading closer to 220 rupees. It's appreciably up from those levels, but I still believe it's a very, very good bet for a long-term investor. The company is an auto ancillary provider with significant exposure to Europe. His top clients includes a Volkswagen, a BMW, Audi, and so on. Very marquee names in the auto ancillary side. Company continues to grow very well and is extremely capital efficient. So he's a dominant guy both in the Indian market as well as in Europe. Now, given what company has been able to achieve in last 10 to 15 years and what it appears to be doing going forward, this could be a very good bet on global automobile industry as well as the domestic one. And we clearly see a lot of traction happening in both these segments. So in terms of a good mid-cap bet with a 2 to 3 year view, Motherson Sumi.
Yeah, you have mentioned this before and you still like it. Good appreciation on the stock, as you said. But thanks so much, Vinay, for giving us that update on the markets and your specific and the specific things that you like. Take a break on that note. We spoke about how banking has done